Episode 88 of Sketching Up, moving closer to that number 100. Chris, Matt, Kyle back again, but this time we're joined by a friend. Before getting into that, though, make sure you follow Schnabel Studios on anywhere you get your social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, all that stuff. You can also follow Schnabel Studios wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to this. You can listen to Mad Props, Southern Hospitality, all that stuff. When we come back, we are joined by Julius Thomas III. Let's start that intro and get into the show. Julius Thomas III, a Schnabel Studios alum. He joined my podcast many moons ago. I think that was like 2 years ago now. It was a while ago that he joined me.
It was. We've been kicking around for that long.
I know it's been quite some time, but you're back now on Sketching Up, and we have a fun game we're gonna do. We're gonna spin the wheel again. It was successful last time. When something's successful, you just beat it until nobody likes it anymore. So we're gonna do it again. Julius Thomas is known for his tour on Hamilton on the national tour. That's where I first saw him, and then me being ambitious, I was like, this guy's awesome. I need to talk to him. So I reach out and get him on my podcast, and we've been going back and forth about him joining here ever since. He's going to join us. We're going to do a new wheel. It's going to be all fandom themes. It could be from Mario Brothers. It could be from superheroes. It could be from cartoons. I didn't pick the top ones of all time. I just picked a bunch of them. So this is going to be a fun one to list because there's definitely some that are higher than others, but I think this is a little more fair than like last time was very top heavy. I thought, even though we didn't ever hit the top heavy, it was very top heavy. So this one I think is a little more even. But we talked a little bit before the podcast, before we get into it, Julius. You were doing some shows out in San Francisco after your run at Hamilton, which you were actually just ending when you came on. You were on your last couple of shows with Hamilton. You went off, you did some shows. Can you tell us about that before we get going?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a crazy couple of years. Hamilton was like the most insane experience. I got to go all around the country performing as the lead in the biggest show in the world. And it was a dream come true, man. And when it was done, it was time to be done because my body and my heart and my spirit were tired. But then I got to move on and do a really, really fun play in Berkeley, California, based off of a cult classic film called Let the Right One In. Some of your fandom might know a little bit about that one. Really cool piece with either a Swedish or I forget which nationality the movie is from, but it's like got a huge cult following, and they have done a bunch of different spin-offs of it, from an American TV show to an American version of the movie, and now a play. And the play was done by the same folks that did the Harry Potter play, so it had lots of magic and effects, and like it was just really cool to come home covered in blood every day.
So now that you're finishing up with that, what are you on to next? What's you kind of talked a little bit before, but what are you on to next?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of like fun stuff. I've always wanted to get out there and do more just music and more singing. I've been doing the theater thing for about 20 years now. I've been kicking around in all different kinds of shows, from Broadway to touring shows to sitting down in San Francisco and things like that. And I even got to do some fun television stuff. Just got finished doing a run as a doctor on Sesame Street, which was like the coolest thing ever. Yeah,
That's
I played
sick.
One of the Muppets doctors. And I got to sing and everything. It was like insane. Me and Rosita hanging out together.
Was that like a dream?
Round of
It was
applause.
a dream, man.
Round of applause. Round of
feels like a
applause.
dream.
That's like you get there. Like when you hit Sesame Street, you're there. You're up there. That's so cool.
I promise you that nothing else that I've done for the past 20 years matters as much to people around me as me singing on Sesame Street to Rosita as her doctor. So it was very cool,
so
man.
cool.
And I'm hoping they'll call me back. We'll see what happens.
So what?
You hear that?
Can I ask a question? I have a huge what is it like performing with someone who's working with a puppet? Like what is that like dynamic? Because how do you do that?
It's very cool. I mean, the people actually disappear. Like they're still there. Like, if you peek behind a little thing, or like look under the curtain and see the wizard behind the curtain and all of that stuff. But when you start to perform with them, they are so lifelike, and so the people are so able to animate them with their hands. They're so good at what they do that you kind of forget that there's a person back there
That's
playing
so
this
cool.
character.
That is
It
so
was so
cool.
awesome.
Oh man.
Very like full circle moment too, because like which one of us didn't grow up watching
Right.
Elmo and Sesame Street and
Yeah.
Big Bird, Snuffleupagus, and all that stuff?
Yeah.
So good stuff. It was a lot of fun.
That's so cool. That
That
is
is
awesome.
amazing.
That's
That's
top tier
awesome.
right there. That's
I
sick.
I'm pretty sure I saw that on your social media. I reached out and I was like, "This is so cool! Like, this is
Insane.
sick! Like, you're on Sesame Street. This is
Again,
amazing."
that's just a sick thing to do. Like how what was like sorry to delay our spinning the
No,
wheel,
go,
but I have
please
so many
go.
questions. Like, so when you're doing the production, like how long does that take to do? Like, is there, do the retakes and stuff like that, or is it kind of just very kind of straightforward where you can just talk to them, like you said, they're so lifelike, you could just talk to them like a person?
Yeah, there are, like any piece, there's lots of reshoots and lots of angles that they have to come from to allow you to get each thing so they can cut between. It's done very much like a regular television production,
Wow.
but this thing is so well oiled and they've been doing this thing for so long
Yeah.
and they know what it is that they need to do. So somebody's usually like, I don't like the way the legs look in this shot. And to me, I look at the legs and I'm like, they're perfect. But they're like, nah, that hair is off. So we got to go back and we got to do that again. It's very cool. It's very strange because you're thinking about it in the way that you've watched it your whole life, and then sort of seeing behind the curtain is like that's how they do it.
Yeah.
That's how the sausage is made, and not in a bad way either. In
Yeah.
like a very cool, like, oh, now I'm a part of the club
Yeah.
kind of
Did you
way.
get to meet like the actual, like the Elmo guy, the one who does the voices, and the Big Bird person and all of that, like who all do the voices?
Yeah, yeah, I did. This was actually my second time being on a Sesame Street show. The first time was their Christmas show that they did maybe like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
So I got to go and be a part of that, and it was really amazing because Elmo, Big Bird, all of the Ernie and Bert, all of the folks were in it.
That's
And
so
so I'm
cool.
standing around watching all of these people do these voices and being like, these are the heroes of my childhood.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, that episode had like Jim Gaffigan and Audra McDonald from several Broadway
Yeah.
musicals. She's run like 5 or 6 Tonys. And then one of the stars from Girls. It was, like they had all these like stars come in to
Yeah.
be a part of the Christmas special. So
Oh,
really
that must
awesome.
have been just so cool to just be around. Just the experience
Yeah,
itself is sounds absolutely amazing.
The
That's so
it was
experience and the
cool.
people
insane.
you meet and all that stuff. Yeah,
How is Jim
Yeah.
Gaffigan?
fantastic.
Because I find him to be one of the funniest people I've ever watched. Like,
Just like he is in stand up.
really?
All the little silly voices and like the delivery where he just like does it, like he is talking like that all day long.
That's so great.
Why is that so unsurprising?
Yeah. Like, he seems like a really good guy and really funny just all the time, but like you just never know. You like, this is the first time I've met someone who's actually talked to him. So like you just don't
Yeah.
know, and that just sounds so cool. Like
And he
he's
was playing Santa, so he was also in character as Santa the whole
oh
time.
my
It
god,
was
that must have been
it was
so
wild.
Amazing.
funny. Oh,
It was
that's so
wild.
great,
So
man.
you can catch him on stage or on Sesame Street
Oh,
or
oh yeah, the
basically anywhere.
episode, not the Christmas one, but the episode you did as the doctor. What was that episode?
I don't know what the name of that is. They run it like you can go to you can also go to almost any doctor's office and anywhere that they're there. It was like a partnership with Quest Diagnostic as well, which is like a place where you can go and
Yeah,
get like your lab work and stuff like that done. And it's also a partnership in order to like help Spanish speaking children or bilingual households talk to their doctors in a more meaningful way. So it also felt really cool to be a part of something that was trying to make a difference
Mm.
in kids' lives. So I'm not exactly sure, but I know you can find it on YouTube, but I don't know what episode that it actually ended up being a part of.
I'm gonna find it. I'll find it.
He's gonna find
I
it. He's
have
gonna
to.
make sure we
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
know.
I'm gonna send it in our group, and we'll be like, guys, you got to watch this because it's probably gold, and I need to watch it.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's amazing. So before we get into it, do you watch we first of all, when you came on my podcast, we were supposed to talk about Hamilton and we talked about comic books for like an hour instead. So that was a lot of fun that we were like, yeah, like Hamilton for 2 minutes and then there's nothing after
Get that
that.
out of here.
Hey, let's talk about the important stuff. But so are you a fan of Invincible? The comic or the TV show or both?
The TV show. I have plans to read the book, but I've watched the TV show all the way through, and I love how graphic it is.
If you need to borrow the books, let me know. I have all of them sitting in my thing right now. I will send them to you because it's one of my favorite series of all time. But before we got into it, I wanted to talk about Invincible because there's two things that happen. One, they announced season 2. Which I do have some thoughts on the actual ad, but I'm so excited that's coming back. And 2, the Adam Eve special came out, and I watched it the second it came out, like front to back, because I had to see it. So really quickly, let's just talk about how excited we are that season 2 is finally dropping in November, and The Boys is supposedly coming back around the same time, which is unbelievable.
Back to back, it's just going to be so much fun.
It's gonna be so much. So the one thing I had against the ad that they put out for the new Invincible was there wasn't as much accent. They were just showing all the names that are going to be in it, which I understand, but it's a show that you don't really need to know all the names that are in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can look that up later. Like I feel like I would do that later. Like when I first watched it, I looked it up later. Like I didn't care who voiced anybody. Like I knew who was Invincible. I knew who was his father, and that's it. J.K. Simmons, Omni-Man. Like I knew that. Like that was fine. But then I looked up the other side characters, Adam and Eve. Like I look up.
That's a great thing about Amazon too. If you hit pause, it tells you.
It tells you, yeah.
It tells you right there. It's a great thing. You just pause it. It tells you who's in the scene. But that was the one thing I had against the ad is like they showed a little bit of action, but then they just showed all the actors that are joining in the season and stuff. And I'm like, that's cool. Like there's some really cool names, but we don't really need to know this. Like what I really want to know is like, I want to see the action. I want to see what's happening. And that's all. I don't care about all the people that are in it. You show me later, tell me later. I'll look it up later. I'll pause my Amazon later and find out. But on November 3rd, it is dropping. I just want to get if anyone else wants to get their excitement out, please feel free. But I was so excited. I had to get my excitement out because it just dropped.
Yeah. Julius, are you excited? Did you see the trailer?
I have not seen the trailer yet. I had no idea it had dropped. I'm super excited so that I could go watch it in a few minutes. But my thing about both Invincible and The Boys is that it made me understand that I never knew how much more realistic I wanted my comic books to be. Like I love powers, and I'm a big fan of like teams and powers and stuff like that. Big Marvel fan. Liked DC a little bit, but more of a Marvel because the powers were so spectacular to me. But they always neutered my favorite characters, like the ones that were the most powerful. They always neutered Storm. They always neutered Wolverine whenever they got close to beating somebody up or really sort of engaging. They would always, especially in the 90s cartoon, they would always just like shoot Storm out of the air and she'd fall and cry, and that'd be the end of it. And I never knew how much I wanted my superheroes to be able to just like explode someone. It like activated something in me that like I don't know that I really need to be examining, but like
that's
bloodlust right here in these eyes.
That's and Invincible's like that, but that's The Boys to a T. Like,
that's The Boys to a T.
It's all about that. But I definitely, if you liked the first season of Invincible, I have to send you the books. The thing I loved about the cartoon is it stays extremely true, and Matt, you might be able to back to it. It stays extremely true to the comic, to the point where like a lot of stuff is almost panel for panel, but it's still able to keep you on the edge of your seat and enjoying it. Like it still captivates you, even though you know what's happening because it stays very true. it doesn't matter. Like you're just so into it because the voice acting's so well done, the animation's so amazing, and it just draws you back. It's more of you watch it and you're like, all right, I have to reread this. Like I have to go reread
that's you hit it on we were talking, we're like, yeah, we don't care who's voicing, like we want to see more of the action. But in the first season especially, I think it's putting a voice to these characters that, at least for me and Chris, we love the book so much, putting a voice to all of these characters. And actually what they did, like Stephen Yeun, like perfect like pick for Invincible. Like,
he hits that Spider-Man type.
Yeah, that Peter Parker, like just like naivete in the beginning, and like seeing how the real world is, and his voice acting is so well done that you watch him grow through the series like you would in a live action. Like in a full live action, you would see that. So it's just something that's so amazing. And I'm so excited. Like, I can't wait. Like, but if Chris, you have to listen to the dialogue. Listen to the dialogue. Like, go again and don't look at the screen. Just have it in your headphones. That's what I did. Don't look at it and listen to the dialogue. Shit's going down. Shit is definitely going, because the dialogue is like, oh my God. Like, this is getting, because we both read it. So you'll understand, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody who listens, watched it, never read it. You listen to the dialogue a little bit, you'll get the overtones of what they're trying to do.
Invincible, November 3rd, it's coming out. We'll definitely be covering it. Go see, if you haven't seen the Adam Eve thing, we won't talk about it yet because it like just came out, but if you haven't seen it, check that out. It was really good. It was also, again, another one, you know what's going on, but it still keeps you on your seat. It was really good. November 3rd for Invincible. Super excited for that. All right, let's get into our game. Before we just don't do it at all. Like what just happened on the show before. 100% has happened on the show before.
Happens quite a lot, Julius. I'm sorry.
So we're gonna
all good. I'm here for it.
so we're gonna he's been on 2 shows now, and neither of them have gone the way that they said they were going to. So it's just the way it happens when you come on the show, apparently. So we're gonna do the wheel again. We're gonna do the draft. Julius will go first. I'm gonna go second. Matt's gonna go third, and Kyle's going last. That is the order because that is the way I wrote it down pre-show, and I didn't feel like crossing it out and changing it. I said it in pre-show. I'll bring it up on here. That is why we're doing it that way. That's just how we're going to do it. So, sorry, Kyle, but you get to go last today. I think you went first last time. I think this is just a reverse, is it not? Or, no, Kyle was in the middle the whole time.
Yeah, Kyle was in the middle.
All right, so now you're last.
Schnabel, you were nice enough the last time to be like, I'll take last.
Well, I said let's just flip what we did last time. But this is how I wrote it down, so that's how we're doing it. So for this, we are doing fandom themes. So we have on here like the Simpsons theme song, Kim Possible theme song, Pokemon Season 1, some just iconic stuff on there. We're going to spin the wheel. When it lands, you get to pick where it's ranked 1 through 12 all time. Sometimes you're going to get one that should be in the top 12. Sometimes you're not going to get one that should be in the top 12. That's the fun of the game. You get 3, I don't know what we want to call them. You get 3 items that you get to use. You get to use the dispute, which you dispute where someone puts something, you get to take it off. It's gone forever. You get a double spin that we're adding this time, which is you say, I want a double spin. We spin once, we spin again, whatever it lands on then. That's what you get. And then you get the respin. That's the one we had the most fun with last time.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
We had the respin where anyone can respin anybody's thing if they don't like what it landed on. Julius, is there any songs on here that you're very excited and hope you land on before we get started?
Yes. I will always go with the Legend of Zelda theme song or the Pokemon intro. Those are 2 of the greats.
I had to put Pokemon on there because the same podcast you were on, I had the guy that sang that, and if I leave it off, it's like, what am I doing? It's just another way I can promote my own stuff. Mad props with Jason Page. Go check it out. So, let's get spinning then. Julius is up first. Let's see how it goes. Tick, 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 tick. Here we go. What's it going to land on? What if it lands on one of those 2? That'd be crazy.
That would be the
But it's going to land on the Super Mario 1-1 theme. So, the original Super Mario theme. This is a tough one to start with. Because this is a this is a tough one to start with. I'm not going to say anything else. I'm not going to sway anyways, but you got the floor.
This is sort of in the same vein because I'm pretty sure it's the same composer
Yeah.
as the Zelda stuff.
Yeah.
I think his name is like Koji Kondo or something to that effect. Forgive me if I butchered the name.
I'm pretty sure you're correct on that. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're spot on, bud.
Yeah.
It's still one of my faves. It's an earworm. I walk around humming / whistling this music all the time, especially the Waterworld theme. I know we're just talking about 1-1.
Yeah.
But like it's classic stuff. So I'm gonna rank it, pretty good up there, pretty high up there. Because it's the Super Mario theme though, it's not the highest in my brain. I'm gonna give it a 6. Number 6.
A 6. Okay. I was just waiting for him to say all that. And it's always in my ear. I'm gonna put it at 11. So Mario theme at 6. I don't have any gripes with that. I love that theme. Obviously, it's probably one of, if not the most recognizable in all video games.
Schnabel would have put it at 1. Gonna say it right now.
I don't think I would have put it at 1, but I may have put it higher. But I'm okay with it there.
Me too. I think that's a good spot.
I think that's an excellent spot.
It's like the birth of all of these other songs. It's like it started the whole thing, but we got better as we went along.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Still Alive by Portal. Does everybody know this song or no?
No.
I know it now.
So I do know the song. I think it's actually one of the more known songs in the video game world, but because no one knows it, and I'm so generous, I'm willing to use my respin right here. So we get one that we all know. How are we feeling about that? I'm going to go crazy early here. I'm going crazy on this one. Should we just take Portal Still Alive straight off? People will hate it, but you know what? I'm okay with that. What are we feeling? What are we thinking? There's a team effort, so I'm asking my team. No one's responding. It's just me talking to myself.
I mean, listen, it's low on my list, but I did respond to it when I listened to it. It's creepy.
It's creepy,
like,
but
I just listened to it. Not my take. Not my take whatsoever. Not my take whatsoever.
I'm not saying it's one of my favorites at all. I'm just saying it's very well known within the video game community. I told you there's going to be some good ones and bad ones. I think this is much more fair.
What video game was that in?
Portal.
Oh,
Portal.
I never played that game, so that makes sense. That's why.
Yeah. I own it and I've never played it, but I want to.
I hear it's very good.
I don't know if that's worse, that I don't know what it's called and it says Portal in it, or Julius is like, I own it, never heard it.
I am going to use my respin for the sake of content. First round using my respin. I'm crazy, I know.
You are Prince among men.
Prince among men. Now we're going to get the Kim Possible theme song. Kim Possible theme song, which is...
That's a good theme song.
An absolute classic.
That's a banger.
That's a banger.
People
Thank you, Kyle.
The 25 to 35 range definitely know this one because they grew up with it.
Banger.
I would not put it over the Mario theme. So from right there, you already know it's going to be 7 or lower.
Really?
What do you think?
You got a little Christina Milian going on. I mean...
Pause. I'm not going to dispute your claim, but I do have to talk just a little poo-poo about you. Just a slight poo-poo about you. Dog, you mean to tell me that you would rather listen to rather than Kim Possible, Call Me, Beat Me? Is you crazy? Like, you beat me boy right now, bro. Better. Like, you got to be on something that's making you see colors, gang. Because, like, you got to be seeing out here colors, gang. Because, like, dog. I mean, do you? I'm not sitting here, you know what I'm saying? Free thought, love youurself. But that's wild. You wildin', but go for it, bro.
So you're the Kim Possible theme song in your eyes is better than the Super Mario theme song.
Yeah.
In an all-time ranking.
Yeah.
And I'm on something.
100%.
If you ask people
100%.
people under 25 the Kim Possible theme song, they will have no idea what you're talking about.
But
it's not run on
question,
anything
but
anymore.
is that our target audience? No. Oh,
Boy,
We're ranking the best all time. I'm telling you what I think is better. I think the Mario theme is better.
it's
You
okay.
can put it in an orchestra. You can put it in different versions. There's 100 different versions. The 8-Bit Big Band did a mambo version of it. It's amazing. Like, there's so many different ways you could do it. By the way,
Flawless
8-Bit
victory.
Big Band, Charlie Rosen, another alumni to Sketching Up. First episode ever. Now we're closing it on 100.
Segue
You
king.
can put it in all these different ways.
Segue king.
You put it in the movie. They did a great rendition of it for the movie. The London Philharmonic did it. Like, they did the Mario theme. Did they do Kim Possible? No.
Because you know what?
I wouldn't even rank it in the top of Disney songs.
What you gotta realize is sometimes some songs are so classic you don't even touch them no more. You feel me? Like,
yeah, I would not consider this one of them. And people have touched it. There's covers of it all over the place. They're just not as big as the Mario theme song.
hey, bro, if you hating, just say that. I ain't even mad at you, bro. I
I'm
wasn't even
not.
trying to go back and forth with you. I just gave you my point.
And so I can't dispute your point. Like, you give me my point, and I say, oh yeah, yours a great point. Thanks for completely taking a dump all over my point. I'm gonna.
You know how this goes.
No, I'm gonna go
You know
back
how
at
our
you, 'cause
friendship
that's how it
works.
goes.
You know how our friendship works. I don't know why you're acting
How
like
our
this is new.
friendship works. Yeah, I know what you're doing right now. That's why I came back at you. All right, because of Kyle. No, I was kidding. I'm gonna put it at 10.
I can dig
Put
that.
it at 10.
I can dig that.
It is still in the top
I can
10, not higher than Mario. I'm putting
I
it
can
at
dig
10.
that. I can't.
It's a good song. It's a good song.
I never said it wasn't. Someone else tried to say I did. I never
put them words in your mouth. I just said you was tweaking a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not the same thing.
there it is.
Well, Matt, you are up.
I don't know how I go against that.
Hopefully you get something really good.
Yeah, I hope so.
You get the Wii Shop theme?
Oh.
Come on, stay on it. Yes, you do. Number 1.
I'm using my double spin. I'm using my double spin.
No, you can use a respin. You have to use double spin before.
What?
The double spin, you say I want a double spin, you spin, and then it spins again. You can use your respin right now.
Yeah, let me use my respin. That's
on the Wii.
Yeah.
Themes.
I understand.
I mean, it's a vibe, but it's not.
It's not
It's not the vibe though.
Spin 94
not
and I get
vibe.
the Wii spin. You're gonna argue with
Well,
me?
now you
Get
get
out.
a good one. You get the Simpsons theme.
Oh, that's so good.
So good.
All right,
Is
so
it better
that
than
is
Goodbye?
iconic.
Trying to trigger me.
That
It's
is
okay.
like
I
iconic.
can
Like
agree with
I
that.
hear that. Like I
It is
wasn't.
iconic. It's
I
unbelievable.
wasn't like a big Simpsons person. I've watched episodes and stuff like that, but what stuck with me was the intro. Like the intro can play in my head, and I'm okay if that gets stuck in my head because it's
Yeah.
just funny and kooky.
So good.
So I'm gonna put The Simpsons at number 9.
Okay. I'm good with
9.
that. I'm
Okay.
okay with that. I think it might be a little higher, but I will say 30 years. They've never changed it.
Yeah.
30 years. It's
So
still
it
as good
must
as
be
it was
working.
in 1989.
It must be
Yeah,
working.
You know what? I'm a huge Simpsons fan. You know what my favorite thing about The Simpsons is? It's been on since 1989, and anytime they go to Mr. Burns, Simpson, eh?
Yeah.
Who's Simpson? The guy that saved your life.
Yeah,
He got you all your money back when you went bankrupt. He stopped you from blocking the sun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just that guy.
His
Oh,
baby,
that guy?
his baby shot you.
Yeah, his baby shot you. Bring in that Simpson character.
Bring him
It's
in.
great.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I got him at number 9.
Number 9. Okay. List is going great so far. Kyle is up. I hope it lands on something crazy obscure.
I don't know because I just got the Wii things.
Well, this is the DuckTales Moon theme. If you don't know what this
The newer
is,
joint?
you need to go listen to it because it's
the newer
honestly no. The Moon theme's from the Moon theme is from the video game. It is one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best video game songs like ever. It's so good, and the renditions of it, like when people cover it, are so good. It's just really well done. I'm just saying that in case you don't know what it is. You can listen to it. Listen to that.
I know
listen
this
to
one.
it.
I just listened to it. I remember that one.
It's beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
awesome.
It's a
Oh yeah,
fantastic-
bro.
so good.
Hey,
it's a
bro.
fantastic
Oh yeah, I
song.
remember that. That's a vibe.
Okay. Yeah, it's from like the '90s, I think, like the DuckTales.
Yeah.
90s
Oh yeah, it's
Game Boy
100%.
game.
It's from the Game Boy, and I think it's like when DuckTales was like at its height. Like
At its
people
peak.
wanted to see more
Peak
DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Yeah, that was
Darkwing
sick.
Duck.
And that Game Boy game
DuckTales.
was amazing.
10-year-old me would be so hype on this song.
Yeah, like
I know, that's what I'm saying.
yeah. So
It's
so I'll
fantastic.
be honest with you. It's
Is it better than Kim Possible?
It's a vibe, but it ain't Kim Possible. It's a vibe, but it ain't Kim Possible now. If you would have said the Darkwing Duck, I might have had to.
Not gonna lie, I think that's just one I forgot to put in
Let's
there.
Get
That is a
Dangerous.
solid theme as well.
The Darkwing, yeah,
Chip and
that's
Dale was
it.
really good. Oh, you could take a lot of those late '80s Disney cartoons and put the theme song in.
Well,
They're
I
all
mean,
pretty
you
good.
don't even have the Mortal Kombat theme
dog.
here.
You want to know something? I actually was going to put that in there, but I had so many video game ones. Same with cartoons. There's not that many as many cartoons because I had so many cartoons. There were like 32 to start. That's more than we had. So, there was a lot in
Well,
there.
that
And
makes
we can always
I-
do it again.
Yeah, I feel like we need to do it again and like make it so big that it's so hard to pick from because I think that makes it so fun because we
400 things.
Yeah, and we just get so angry at each other for where we put them that it makes it so great. Like Julius is such an innocent bystander in this because we did cartoon shows and war almost broke out.
Oh, no.
And then but before that we
did
did a draft for like the American
American superhero.
superheroes.
No, American in Fandom, I think it was.
Yeah, American and Fandom superheroes.
I sent it to him.
That went crazy. That was like crazy. So, yeah, DuckTales Moon theme.
This is Kyle's pick. This is Kyle's
yeah,
pick.
I mean,
You're trying to take Kyle's pick.
Yeah, I kind of want to take it. do we have a take option? We should get a take option.
Just understand. If you take mine, I'm taking 3. I'm taking 3.
3.
Yeah, because I gotta.
So his first round pick is worth your next 3 picks.
Hey, bro, do you want this first round pick or no?
Groundbreaking stuff going on.
Now that the stakes are so high, my butthole puckered. I don't want to do that.
So basically, you just gotta let dogs be dogs. Okay, bet. So I'm gonna just be a dog.
Yeah, I'll just gotta let let dogs be dogs.
Because you know how I work.
Pick trading in a 4-person draft. Love it.
All right, so I'm gonna be real with you here.
Okay.
It's between 11 and 15 to me.
So you're gonna put it at 12.
13.
There's only
12. Yeah, I'll put it at 12. I made my own rules. But 12. Yeah, let's put it at 12. Let's put it at 12.
I should have took it.
Matt, we have company here. I am not going to show my natural black behind while he's here. I want him to come back.
Listen.
Then I won't bring up Steel. Okay.
Hey bro. Let me tell you something. Don't do that because I just watched the whole movie with Steel. Don't do that.
You know where I live.
Don't do that.
Okay. You know where
why
I
you
live.
acting like I won't get Nork at your crib, bro? Bro, I will have Nork at your crib, bro. I don't think you get it, bro.
Let's go. We'll meet in Newark. I'll meet you in Newark.
Tomorrow.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'll meet you.
Okay.
This
Hey,
is
I
what
will
happened
have
last
this.
time, by the way.
Montclair has
I
not
won't. I don't have
black
this on
people
my
before.
arm.
I'm just letting you know
Okay.
this.
No.
Okay. There we go. Look at that. It snapped my fingers. Calm everybody down. After the first round, we have the Mario theme at number 6, The Simpsons at number 9, Kim Possible at number 10, and the Moon theme from DuckTales at number 12. We do not do snake draft, so it goes right back to Julius with his pick. So Julius is up again. Here we go with the spin.
Julius probably like, why did I come on this pod with these ignorants?
No, I'm loving every second of this. I'm being the bomb.
No, you got the Tetris theme.
Tetris theme is good.
Hey, man, Gucci did a rendition of the
very
Tetris
good.
thing. Gucci Mane did a whole thing.
And he did.
He
did.
Hey, bro, with him and 2 Chainz, get it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get it back. You know, I had to plug A-Town in this, bro.
Of course. Southern Hospitality on
this-
Schnabel
100%.
Studios.
This lives like rent free in my head.
It's
Like
so good.
I could hear 3 notes of this and know what's being played.
Yep.
Like the Tetris theme is like,
Mhm.
it's iconic. However, in the list that you have provided here, I still think that there are quite a few things that rank higher, including the Mario theme song. So I cannot put it above
What
the
about
Mario
Kim
theme
Possible?
song.
All right, Schnabel.
Listen, I do think that Kim Possible could rank very highly with the Tetris theme because, you know, that's also a bop. Where was Kim Possible again?
Kim Possible is number 10.
All right. And number 9 is
So you have
It's
you
The
have
Simpsons.
1 through 5,
Is The
7 and 8
Simpsons.
and 11. Yes, The Simpsons is number 9.
okay.
I feel
Schnabs,
you,
I'm
Julius.
taking
Dang,
I feel
okay.
you because Tetris should have been 9. I feel you because that's what I'm feeling in my heart.
It should have been
9.
9.
'Cause I feel
It
that in
should
my
have been
heart,
9.
bro. I felt that.
Where would you have put The
I-
Simpsons? Below that or
Higher.
above that? Higher.
I would have put The
Probably
Simpsons
so.
higher.
5.
All right. Well, I guess I gotta put it at 8. Is 8 available?
Yep.
8 is available. Tetris
Then
theme.
Tetris is going in 8. It has to.
Dog.
So Tetris has made the board at number 8 in the first pick of the second round. Oh, I'm up again. Felt like forever ago since I've picked.
Oh,
Everybody
wow.
got so silent. Did I just make like the biggest mistake
No.
of the game?
No,
No, I think
it's
that's
Kyle's
I
fault.
think that's
No.
fantastic.
Oh,
That's fantastic.
the Looney Tunes. Oh,
So this is the original Looney Tunes.
Original.
They
they used that in like
No.
before movies. Like they put that
Yeah.
in before movies of Warner Brothers in back in the day.
You
know-
know,
If you got the original 1989 Batman by Tim Burton, that's how at the VHS. That's how the first Batman started. They
Really?
had that in there, and then it
Left
went to the Batman theme that we all know and love.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
I should have kept that on everything forever.
So that's heavy.
Okay, so this is probably one of the top themes in my mind.
Yeah.
I don't know how everyone else feels.
100%.
I think in the list that we have, it's
Kyle,
above
get that.
all of these. I do not think it's top 1, 2, or 3, but I do. I would put it over the Mario theme. So I would put it one spot over the Mario theme. I will put it at number 5. Number 5 for the Looney Tunes theme.
I can
I think it's
understand
one of the best. It's literally been around since like
Yeah.
the 20s. And they have, again, they don't change a thing of it because it's just so
It's so
perfect.
iconic. It's
Yeah.
so iconic.
Here's the crazy thing about the Looney Tunes theme song. Whoever hears it on this earth feels nostalgic, no matter if you're 80 years old.
Yeah,
Like,
it doesn't
because
matter
we-
your age.
Yep.
It does
Isn't
not
that
matter
probably
your
older
age.
than most of the old people anyway?
Yeah, it's
So-
been around since the 20s. Most of the people that had it as a child,
The
they're probably
best
no longer
part,
with us.
the best part about Looney Tune themes, like if you go to a show with an orchestra, like a lot of them just play it for fun to
Yeah,
make
they know
people
it.
laugh. So
Yeah.
they'll play it just to make everybody their spirits go out, get higher, and like just get that endorphins with you when you're in a orchestra setting because you're sitting there for a very long time. You're listening to beautiful music. Let's switch it up a little bit and make people laugh. That's what they use. They use the Looney Tune theme, and it's amazing.
It's a
It's
fantastic theme.
instantly sets us all in
Mhm.
the same place.
Yep.
It puts
Yeah.
us in the same place. It's good
Yeah.
stuff.
It's beautiful. So I put that at number 5 with my pick. Matt is up now, and here comes the spin. As we're doing this, I'm thinking of different ones that could be in here. It's going to be fun when we do this again. Oh, you're getting a banger. You're getting a banger.
Oh, I want to be the very best. Yes. Yes, that is a bop. And I will 100%, with all of these, it's really hard not to put it at number 1 because
Yes.
I can listen to this all the time. Like, this is a banger. And we talked about this in other episodes about how great it was.
Yeah.
Like, how great it was. Schnabel, you talked to the guy who
Shout out
sang
Jason Page. Mad props, Jason Page. Go check it out. on Schnabel
sang
Studios.
this song, who is the weirdest dude in the world from that podcast. The weirdest
He's
dude,
great. No, he's
but it
fantastic.
makes sense when you have to write a song for this. Like it's just It is so good. So I am putting that at number 2.
Oh, whoa! I was
Wow.
next to the one. I'm not gonna lie. I have a line next to the one. I thought you were about to say number 1.
Jesus.
That just got me.
So this song is a singer's dream. Like we talk about this all the time on Broadway, like in Broadway dressing rooms and stuff like that. We talk about this singer, we talk about this song. People use this song as an audition song. Like it is the stuff of legends.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. Like the funny part is it's just season 1. After season 1 they changed.
Yeah.
Like it's just one season. I mean season 1 was like 170 episodes or something like that.
Welcome to animation.
Welcome to animation. But after season 1, and it's been 20 years since, or maybe longer, almost 30 years
we know
since it came out, and
I remember
it's still
it,
just
man.
as good. It's still just
yes. Like I remember watching it on like
the
little
first time I heard
TV
it
in my mom's room in the 90s. I remember watching it and hearing that guitar and that human. Like I used to be in there going nuts, bro. Like my little chubby behind getting busy. Bro, yeah, my mom was like, I was like, bro, you that hype for some Pokemon? I'm like, gotta catch them all, gangster. Like,
gotta catch them all. Next up will be Kyle in the end of the second round. The spinner is spinning. Because we talked about Pokemon.
I was a Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, it's so great. All right. It looks like you're landing on Big Blue. If you don't know what Big Blue is, you probably know it best from Super Smash Brothers, but it is from, what is it, G00G with Captain Falcon.
Yes.
Bump.
Yeah.
Bump.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know this one?
Let me get a respin.
Oh, he's using his respin. That's a good idea.
Well,
great song, but I don't think it's top 12.
F-Zero. That's the
F-Zero.
F-Zero.
F-Zero. I think I said
Right.
G0. F-Zero.
F-Zero, right? Okay, cool.
Yes. Very good song.
Oh,
Excellent
great song. It pumps you up before you start racing.
Jump up.
Yes. Jump Up Superstars from Super Mario Odyssey. It is part of the New Donk City Festival. It is one of, if not the best part of the entire game, because you just went through all this stuff and you get to that point and it's very good. You know what? This is probably the worst person for this to land on. Whether it's top 12 or not, Kyle probably has no idea what this is.
I mean, I'm going to go listen to it, but my brain is like, that's not beating 5. That's not beating 7 and 8. So my brain already got it lower.
I would. Well, 8's already taken. So
but that's what I'm saying. Like my brain, like I can give you
Hey, Kyle.
11 is still
11.
open, by the way.
This
11.
has some
11
like
is still open.
11.
You're just gonna go 11?
11.
That's fine. It has some big band feel to it, like you're back in like
It's
the
very
20s, the 30s, where you have one singer and you have a great orchestra behind you, and you're just going at it. You know,
it's a female Frank. It's like Frank Sinatra.
Yeah,
that type of music.
It's that type,
and
you can jam to it. I can do the swing.
Yeah, I'm
to
at an
this.
Italian restaurant.
I can do the swing.
I
to
get
it.
you. I'm at an Italian restaurant. I got
I'm not gonna lie, 11's a good spot for it because you
Yeah.
have to rank
11.
it. Would I put it in the top 12? I don't know, but I do love it. It was
smooth.
probably my
It's a
favorite
jam.
part.
It's smooth.
It's a jam.
It is a jam.
I want to add it to my solo show. I want to sing it one day, but like
If you
I don't
sing
know
it
if
one day,
makes
but
Oh,
the
you
Yeah.
top
have to invite us to that show.
yes, I need to.
But
be
I don't know
there.
that it makes the
That's
top
what I'm
12.
saying.
I don't
I'll
think it makes
put
top
that
12.
out
Like,
either.
okay,
I don't think
I'm-
it does either. Well, we all still have
Yeah,
our
yeah.
disputes, by the way. We all still
Wait,
have.
can I use my dispute?
When
I'll
you get
use
to
my
your turn,
dispute.
yeah, of course.
I'll use my dispute.
When you get to your
Schnabel.
turn, you can use it.
I'll be honest.
Use it
with
right
you.
now.
I'll be real with you.
Yes.
Even though it hasn't landed on here,
Okay. Yes,
even though it
please
hasn't
do.
landed on here yet, I'm happy that it wasn't the Arthur theme because I would have messed your whole list up. Because
Dude, the Arthur
bro,
theme is
because
a
that
banger.
Arthur thing
It's
would have
an
been up
absolute
really
banger.
high, and you would have been like, "Come on now, Kyle, you just trolling me."
It's one of those that it would have been criminal to leave
Yeah,
it off
'cause
this
that-
list.
It's
Criminal. to leave
Ziggy
it off.
Marley. Period.
Yeah,
Ziggy
it
Marley.
would have been absolutely
Period.
criminal to leave it off this list. So I did not leave it off. But it hasn't come up yet, and as we know from the last one, sometimes the best stuff never
Perfect.
gets picked because
That's why
remember
I'm keeping my
nothing good
dispute.
landed on last time until the very very end. Of course. So that's you keeping your dispute. So we are done with round 2. We have Pokemon at number 2, picked by Matt in that round. Looney Tunes at number 5, picked by me in that round. Mario theme at number 6, picked by Julius. Tetris at number 8, picked by Julius as well. Simpsons at number 9, picked by Matt. Kim Possible, picked by myself at 10. Jump Up Superstar, picked by Kyle at 11. And the Moon Theme from DuckTales at number 12, also picked by Kyle. So we're going back to Julius for round 3. There's 2 rounds left, right? Or is this the last round? 1, 2, 3. This is the last round. This is it. So if you haven't used your stuff, feel free to. Here we go. Big spin time.
Come on, X-Men theme song.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh, it's gonna land on
Bob the Builder's a block phone. Hey man.
Bob the Builder.
Spin again.
He's using his respin. You don't mean that's number 2?
No, God.
Not number 1. We still have number 1 available. Why are you respinning?
Listen.
Number 1 is still there. And you get the House of Mouse theme song. I don't think this is top 12, but I remember this from when I was a kid, and I think it's by not Tom Jones. It doesn't matter. It's a banger. It's a great song. Go ahead. It's for being 8 years old and it comes on. Yeah. Is it right now? Probably not.
Dude, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers song is better than this.
That's another one. Wait, that's another one that I did have that I was going to write down and I didn't do it.
I feel like you were saying that ironically, but that is true.
It's not ironic at all.
No.
It's so much better.
He's being dead serious. Yeah. I had that as well. I had that as well with Mortal Kombat, but I wanted to save that for the next. I had to save some good ones.
Those two easily could have been top 4. Easy.
Yeah. I wanted to save some good ones for the next one. I mean, we're going to do this more often, so.
So here's my question.
Yes.
Like my dispute that I have, I can use that on this or anything else that's already been placed.
Well, sure. Yeah, you can use it now if you want.
Okay, because this does not.
We only got one round left.
The House of Mouse does not make the top 12 in my opinion, so I have to dispute this. I
will make the executive decision that you could take your I'll let you keep your dispute. You can take your double spin. We'll use it right now.
Yeah,
as the guest of the show. Nice. As a guest of the show.
Thank you.
We'll remove
that.
Thank you. Good idea.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
A man among children right now, this guy.
Now you can make Matt really happy or really mad really fast.
Oh my gosh.
Hey man, that's the part.
I was really
before you go, you have 1, 3, 4, and 7. 1, 3, 4, and 7.
1, 3, 4, and 7.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I mean, all of those are great places for this. This is so epic. It's orchestrated with a full orchestra. Like, we really go on a journey with this thing. It feels like we're in a movie. And it's Danny Elfman.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
It's Danny Elfman, The Simpsons, the Spider-Man movies, Edward Scissorhands, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. Like, this dude has Oingo Boingo. Like,
and he has Grammys. Does he have Grammys? He has Grammys.
I know he's got some awards, quite a few awards. Like this ranks really high. It gives me all the feels. Did you say 4 was still available?
1, 3, 4, and 7.
4.
I'm happy with that. I'll take that.
This is a 4.
I think that's probably one of the best listings of this entire thing so far.
Yeah, that show was super good.
Yeah, I think you killed it right there, Julius. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. You are my man. You know, when I have children, you'll be their godfather. Thank you.
Yes.
So who's going to be upset when I make this number 1?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
The Zelda theme.
Come on.
It's so good.
I can't even hate on you
I
for
think
that.
the Zelda theme, it's so good, and there's so many, any iteration you put it in, it's still just so good, so iconic.
I can't hate on you for
it. I think it's probably my favorite video game music of all time.
The only thing I could dispute that with is the X-Men. Like, literally out of this whole list is the only one. Like, that's so iconic. They're so iconic in their mediums. In their mediums, they're so iconic. Like, out of all the things that I see, like, I wouldn't even dispute it with Batman, because I think I would put Batman at number 2 and Zelda at number 1. Like, Zelda, when you hear it, you know it. You know it, and you know what that is.
I'm looking at the list right now. There are some that could definitely take the number 1 spot, I think, that are still out there in my eyes. Yeah. But this would be the top of those. So I am choosing that as my number 1.
Idea.
It's my number 1, and I've had 2 number 1s now.
like what this has spawned, like all the different Zelda games and like the variations of this song that then went on to make something else that was like
Yeah,
super cool and like close to like it's got a whole family
yeah.
under
And
its belt.
the Zelda games, there's 3 or 4, maybe 5 songs just in that series alone. And it kind of goes with Mario as well. There's like 5 songs that can make this list easily. Like
Easily.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of really good ones. So it's number 1 for me. So Matt is up with his last pick. You have 3 and 7, 3 and 7 as you go. I am making the executive decision. Anybody can use their double spin as a respin at this point because we all have them left. But you have the Animaniacs theme song, so I don't know if you'll need it.
Man,
I don't know if you'll need it.
I love the animated theme song. Like that just takes me back. It's so funny and so well done. I'm gonna put it at number 7.
Number 7.
Yeah,
All right.
3 is just too low with all the stuff that's on there. Three wouldn't do it justice. I wouldn't want it to have to be done as a rebuttal or a dispute.
A dispute, which we can at the very end. We can all go through and dispute one if we want, and then we'll do the group respin like we did last time to do that. So Kyle is up. Let's hope it lands on something he's going to have as number 3 because that's all that's left. God, I hope it's something terrible. The Powerpuff Girls theme song.
Not terrible.
It's not terrible.
It's
Would I
not.
put it at number 3? No, but it can
No.
fit there. It can fit there.
See, normally
Well, you do have a respin. You do have a
respin
respin, by the way,
respin
if
that.
you want.
Respin that. Because I can't.
Because I made the.
Well, I'm gonna be
executive
real with
decision.
you. As much as I want to troll, I wouldn't even feel right trolling you with that.
All right. Well,
Oh my God! I hope it lands on something.
And you got something probably more.
The athletic theme from Yoshi's Island.
No.
It's actually pretty good. I don't know if it's better than Powerpuff Girls. It's
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Nah, I don't think it's better than Powerpuff
Sure.
Girls. It's also not
Well,
terrible. Well,
sure.
it's got to be sure.
I'm gonna use my dispute. I'm using my dispute. I'm getting rid of 11.
Wait, hold on. I got to write things down first. Hold on a second. Okay. And that's Kyle's number 3. All right, I'm going to say the list. Then we can use our disputes if we want to use them. Whatever's open spots, we will spin. We'll have a discussion and then put it where the spot is, as we did in the last one. So let me read it first. We have the Zelda theme at number 1, Pokemon at number 2, the athletic theme from Yoshi at number 3, Batman the Animated Series at number 4, Looney Tunes at number 5, the Mario Brothers 1-1 theme song at number 6, Animaniacs at number 7, Tetris theme at number 8, The Simpsons number 9, Kim Possible number 10, Jump Up Superstar at number 11, and the Moon theme at number 12. So we'll start with Julius. If you would like to use your dispute, which you do have one still, you are welcome to use it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dispute the moon theme just so we can get something else on this list that that deserves an honorable mention. I don't want to ruffle the feathers, but like the X-Men theme song, like it deserves a chance to be on this list. So does Arthur. So does
No pun
You should have saw the end
intended.
of the last one.
No pun
Should've saw
what'd you
intended.
say?
No pun intended. You don't want to ruffle any feathers.
All my feathers right here. Yeah, so I think that's the one I'm gonna go with.
Okay. I'll go last in this one. So Matt, is there anything you would like to dispute?
I am going to dispute number 3, athletic theme Yoshi.
Okay. So this is dispute by Matt. So we have 3 and 12 open right now. Kyle, you said you want to get rid of 11.
What's 5?
Oh, 5 is the Looney
Oh,
Tunes
no, I
theme
can't do that.
song.
11.
Okay, 11.
All right.
All right. So I have my dispute left, and I want to open it up to everybody. So what we have left is Zelda, Pokemon at 1 and 2. 4 through 10 is Batman, Looney Tunes, Mario theme, Animaniacs, Tetris, Simpsons, Kim Possible. I think that list is pretty solid right now. Is there anything we should take off, though, to try to get one more chance at something else on this list?
Now, it's not a dig. It's really not, because I love the theme song. I love the theme song. But out of this list, the weakest one to me is Kim Possible.
I was hoping you were going to say that.
I can see that. I'm not mad.
I have
I'm
to agree.
objective. I can be objective. I can dig that. I can dig that. I can dig that. I can dig
No,
it.
it's like it's
I
a
can dig it.
banger,
I
100%.
can dig it.
Love it. But when we're at the
I can dig
end, it just doesn't
Bingo.
hold up
Oh my God.
comparatively
so
to everybody.
To this
I'm gonna be
list.
so
It's
happy.
true.
Okay,
It's true.
so we have 3 and 10 through 12 open. So what's going to happen is I'm going to spin. It's going to land. We are going to decide as a unit what we want to do. Matt and I still technically have our respins. So we have 2
Yes, we
respins
do.
as a team as well that we can use. This is completely done as a team. It's going to make it a lot of fun. All right, here we go. First spin coming up. What are we going to get? What are we going to get? It looks like it's going to land on the Jimmy Neutron show theme song. So we have number 3, 10, 11, and 12. Whoever wants to start can start with what you think. Okay, so you think it should be on the list.
If it's on the list, it's at the bottom. It's 12. I personally say 12.
At the bottom, I agree.
I personally
it's on
say
the list
12,
at the bottom.
but 11, I was
12.
just trying to be nice.
And who did the Jimmy Neutron theme song? It sounded like a punk band.
It was either Bowling for Soup or what's the other one? It was one of those two. Fountain of Wayne or
Fountain
one
of
of those.
Wayne,
I think it's Fountain of Wayne.
Like
I don't know how I know that. I think that's what it was. That was one of those two. I'm pretty sure. I think it was Bowling for Soup. I don't know. They sound kind of the same. It's one of the two. They sound kind of the same. Julius, what's your opinion here? Where would you put it, or should we use a respin on it?
This one does not make my list at all. I remember watching Jimmy Neutron and liking the show quite a bit. The theme song does not stick in my brain.
It
like
is
nothing about
Bowling
it
for
is
Soup.
earworm.
It is Bowling
with
for Soup.
My candy bars. It's Bowling for Soup. Yeah, I knew it was one of the two. Like I said, they sound kind of the same. I am all for. I will use my respin on this if we want to respin, because it doesn't make my list. I do love the theme song. I think it's.
I do, but it doesn't make the. It's the same. Where I think this is better than Kim Possible is better.
I 100%
yes,
absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
That's
all
the
right.
thing.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Come on, GTA San Andreas. Oh, we almost had it. Oh, it's going to land on the Spider-Man theme song.
No, DK Rap.
No, they're the same color. What is going on there?
That was really, really confusing.
I'm not going to say my opinion.
Oh.
Rigged.
It's rigged. We're doing a group discussion.
It's rigged. Julius, you're right. It's rigged. It's rigged. Me and Kyle will support you on that.
It's always rigged to me.
Schnob is rigged.
Oh, if I don't win these things, I look bad.
Now, are we talking about the
Spider-Man? Spider-Man.
That's like how Sam Raimi put that in with the little Asian woman in the subway.
Fantastic.
Who did that? Like that Spider-Man theme, I don't think is as popular as a lot of the other ones that we've been talking about. But when people hear it,
they know
exactly what you're talking about, even though they probably have never seen the original like Spider-Man like 80s cartoon show where that comes out. Yeah. So like obviously you've seen it, Schnabel. I'm not talking about you.
Tough to watch.
Yeah, I've seen that. But
you're not a fan of Mrs. Lyons?
Hey, I never said I'm not a fan. I just said it could be tough to watch.
But I think this is a good one to go on the list. I think it's a good one to go on.
I think so as well.
I mean, over Jimmy Neutron, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's hard to put it up against Kim Possible, but
doesn't matter now. It
doesn't matter. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's been axed.
True.
So where we want to put this, it's going to go probably in the 10 to 12 area. Not going number 3, I'd imagine.
I'd like Spider-Man to go at 12.
12. What else we got?
I can dig that.
12.
Everyone
12,
else?
12. 12. 12. 12. Yep, that's right.
Cool.
Love it. That's spin 1. All right. We got 1 of the 4 down. It only took 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Spin number 2. So the reason this is DuckTales. That was so close. The reason this says DuckTales 2017, it could be either of them. They're the same theme. I think 2017 is really good. I just copy and pasted it from the last one, though. That's why it's 2017, if you guys were wondering. because we did
Okay.
DuckTales 2017.
Listen, can I just hop in here? The original
Yeah.
holds up so well that they barely did anything to the
The
thing
new
when
one.
they even rearranged it. Like, it's still the exact same song, and it's
And
Mark Miller who
yeah.
wrote Chippendales, and like, listen,
All of those late,
some of the
like late
greatest
80s
theme
100%.
songs
yeah.
100%.
ever written.
And this has to be on the list. I think this is a
Absolutely.
jam
Absolutely.
where like you got happy when you heard this when you were watching it on TV. And I wasn't even like, I don't know, it was weird. Like my parents didn't have Disney Channel for the longest time until they went to a new a new service provider. So I didn't get DuckTales until probably I was in late middle school. And I was so happy with it. So like this has to be, I wouldn't put it super low comparatively with everything on there. Like
We got 10, 11, or 3.
I know, and there's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, there's X-Men, like there's GTA San Andreas. Like that's so much fun.
It's a banger.
And I do love, like I may
The
be
DK
in,
rap.
I may be in like the minority, but I do love the Fairly
I like
Odd
Fairly Odd
Parents theme song.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's solid. It's solid. It made
It's
the
good.
list because I was like, this is a really good
Yeah.
one. It was one of
So-
those ones.
And I love that you have the Pokemon trainer battle.
Because you have to.
It's
You
so
really have to.
iconic. So it's so hard. And this is my pick, right?
Well, it's everyone's pick. We get to decide, do we want it 10, 11, or 3? And you still have a respin as well. If we want, I don't think you should personally. I think you should
No,
put it
I'm
at
not
number
going to
10.
use it on this.
Or we should put it at number 10. Not
I'm
you.
with
but
number
we.
10. I'm with number
I think
10.
10
That would be
for
great.
DuckTales. Okay.
I think because we have to put it there, 10 is fine, but this deserves to be higher on the list.
I think
Ooh.
so too. I would put it somewhere
Yeah.
But
between like 4 and 7, honestly.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Yeah,
I couldn't put
absolutely.
it anything. Yeah, I couldn't put it higher than that.
I will
Yeah.
say, though, this list compared to the last one is like night and day.
Oh my god,
It's like
it's so different.
absolute night and day. Okay, so this is for the third of 4 picks. We're Fairly Odd Parents. No, Freakazoid.
Oh,
The Freakazoid theme song.
I love the show, but the theme song is mid.
Listen, the creativity on this is low, and there's so many better versions of this, like Katie Kaboom, Rita and Runt. Like it all sort of fits in that same genre, and those songs are all written so much better than this.
Yeah. I'm gonna offer up my respin.
Okay. You want to know why this one made it? Because it was a topic of discussion in the last
Yes, it was.
podcast. That's the only reason how it made it. All right, so there's no respins left. That's it. So we got to go with what we get now. Here it is.
Oh,
There it
Arthur.
is.
Hey.
All right, so we got our last spin.
So we have 11 and 3 left, right?
Yeah. Oh, we already know where that's going. That's going at number
100%.
3.
Yeah,
Is it?
That's
that's what I'm saying.
the people that are arguing it should be number 1. Yeah, I think it's going at number 3.
I think it should go to number
Oh.
11.
You think
I
it should
think
go
it should
number
go
11?
11.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go. Okay. See, I just thought everyone
I
was
think
going to
it
say
should
number
go.
3.
No, I think
I'm
it's
okay
a
with
great
it.
theme,
Oh, you dead
but I
serious?
think it's
Great theme.
comparatively.
Oh, I thought you was
everything.
trolling.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Oh, boy, I'm gonna treat you like that Chris Schnabel.
Look what we still have on the wheel. Look what we still have on the wheel.
I'm very glad that you guys brought that because there was the argument of I would put it there. I'm like, oh, so I don't even need to go over it. It's just going to go number 3.
No.
We can just go on to the next one. That's perfect because I don't
Me and
think I put
Julius
number 3
are 100% on 11. It should be on the list, but it's 11.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go
I'm
for
on
it.
the same exact wave though as you, but if there was 4 of
Yeah,
us and
yeah,
3 of
it's
us thought
okay.
another way, there's no reason
Go
for
for
me
it.
to
It's
say, no, I
11.
think it should
I
be
don't
11. I'm going to get outnumbered anyway. Okay, it's 11. So this is for number 3. We have no respins. We have no disputes. This is it. Whatever it lands on is number 3 on this list. This can
Oh,
really
my
make
God.
a break.
This is a break everything.
Wow.
Looks like it's going to land on X-Men. Is it going to get off DK? We're not even going to know until it says it.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
That's amazing. That's amazing. It looked like it went to the next one.
I
It looked like it went to the next
I
one.
wanted it too much. I wanted
did
it
too.
too much. I was like X-Men, X-Men, X-Men,
It
X-Men.
doesn't. Hold on. It does not even look like it's. It looks like it's on the next one. It does not look like it's on
It
this
does.
one.
That's such a buzzkill.
Oh, that hurts my soul.
When
That
it
hits
popped
my
up,
that hurts
that-
my soul. Like I'm probably gonna be up all night thinking about this. I'll be tossing and turning all night because of this.
This is actually unreal. That is so funny. It looked like you went to the next one. We waited the whole time. We're like, we got it. We did it. We manifested
We made
it.
it. We had it. We had it. We had it.
And then it didn't
See,
happen.
I was having a good time until this very moment. We're gonna end on this
Yeah,
sad,
yeah, this
dated.
real sad.
Even for the time that it was
Oh,
put out, it was dated. This low moment. We cannot end like that.
I can.
Hey, look, and the next one was Fairly Odd Parents. What do you know? That, I'm not going to lie, I laughed so hard just there. I was like, oh, there we go. We manifested it. It happened. It's the perfect list.
No.
And it lands on DK.
I'm gonna need to talk to my therapist tomorrow. Honestly, I'm gonna have to call them up. I'm gonna have to be like, "Hey, I need an emergency session because last night crushed my soul.
Lord.
Crushed my soul. It's gone."
Okay.
And we
So-
still have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on there.
Steven Universe.
Are you kidding me?
Well, that's what made it so funny, because it was going to land on the perfect one. It was going to land on the perfect one. And it just didn't do it, which is unbelievable.
Can we talk about, though, the Adventure Time song and how that is one of the worst theme songs ever?
Talk about
Speak on it. Speak on it.
Let's hear it.
I mean, the majority of the song is just noises being made by the characters, and then like it sounds like a Michael Cera character just like pops in and says like Adventure Time. Like what is that? What are we even doing?
I'm with that.
man,
I'm
I
with
understand.
that. Yep, 100%. I'm with that.
I, could
I
definitely
understand
dig
that.
it too.
Yeah, I love the
It's
show.
not one of my favorite. Yeah,
But
the show is great. But
The
theme
show is
song-
great. I don't think. I think it's because the show's so good. I don't think of the theme song. Like, I'm watching like on Hulu. They just put on Dragon Ball Z Kai. All right.
Mhm.
The theme song entrance is so corny and so stupid comparatively to what we got like the 90s Toonami, the rock entrance to that. And then they brought the Kai in and it was like, this is just stupid. But I love the show so much. I don't care about that. Like, I think Adventure Time is the same thing for me. It was like, I totally forgot about the theme song and just loved the show.
Yeah. Dragon Ball Z, another one that I was going to put on the list, but again, we had 32 of them to go into 12 spots, so I tried to keep it.
Schnabs,
little
you
bit low.
should have just put 400 on there. All
I
right.
know.
Made
Next
it
time.
real difficult.
Next time. I mean, it did make it real difficult. Look what's left on there. You got GTA San Andreas, Steven Universe, X-Men, the Battle Trainer.
Stop with the X-Men because I'm definitely going to have to talk to my therapist about this. tomorrow.
Even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Bob on Battlefield. Actually,
You know what?
literally every
This was
single
going
one on
to
this
be
list.
my last beer, and since we didn't, I'm going to drink like 4 more. Thank God I don't have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, that was tough. So let's go in the same order we drafted. So we'll start with Julius. What I'm not gonna say what are you most disappointed on, because like let me go through the list and then we'll go over like, is there anywhere that you would switch or anything like? Because we're not even gonna go over what's the most disappointing, because we know which one on here is gonna be the most disappointing, and we know which one everyone would
Sure.
replace with. So the Zelda theme at number 1, Pokemon theme at number 2, Donkey Kong rap at number 3.
Just keep driving in those knives. Just keep doing it.
Batman the Animated Series at number 4, the Looney Tunes theme at number 5, Mario theme at number 6, Animaniacs 7, Tetris 8, Simpsons 9, DuckTales 10, Arthur 11, and Spider-Man theme song at number 12. So Julius, which one would you do you think is maybe misplaced, or would you have a little higher or a little lower? Like the biggest difference? It's a pretty good list, honestly, except for
I think
Three.
just because of where it's sitting, I would have to put Batman the Animated Series above. at number three, and move that other one down a little bit. Like it just sounded really
Thank
disrespectful
you.
that that we
Well, I
said
mean,
that thing, Donkey Kong, that outdated rap, and then we said Batman was a level under that. So I would have to, for the respect of it all, put Batman one rung higher.
Well, now I don't have to drink. Thank you.
I would put some respect on Batman's name.
if I will say, if I were to place one and we're not talking about number three, I would move The Simpsons up from 9. I think it's nine's okay, but I think it's somewhere closer to the top, maybe the 4 or 5 range ish of
Sure.
this
Yeah.
list. Again, not talking about number 3, but that would be mine. Matt, what would be yours that you would move? You need the
So,
list again.
it's hard because again, we talked about getting Donkey Kong rap out and moving Batman down. That would move Looney Tunes down and Mario down. I honestly would probably replace Animaniacs with the X-Men
Okay.
if we could. Like we already one because we had moved Batman down, so like Zelda, Pokemon, Batman, and Looney Tunes and Super Mario, like X-Men should be in this list.
It
Like
should.
that's my thing.
It
should.
definitely
And
should.
at the lowest point it should be. So if we moved everything down, I think we take out Animaniacs, but which is a great intro. Just I would put in X-Men
But you
because
keep DK rap.
no, because I said we would take out DK Rap and we put Batman down at 4, down at 3, put Looney Tunes down at 4, Super Mario down at 5, and then take out Animaniacs at 6 and put.
Oh, push it down. You're saying push it down to
Yeah, and then
okay.
keep.
I thought you were saying like
because
take
I
it out
want-
to replace it. I'm like,
No.
you're gonna
I
replace
want-
that, but not.
I would want
Okay.
because I want Tetris to still be in there. I want Simpsons to be DuckTales, Arthur, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
These are
I get what you're saying.
like I would keep those. Just take out
Got
DK Rap and move everything down, and then just replace where Animaniacs was.
All right, Kyle, what would you do?
I
Different
would have
if
had
you
Steven
could?
on the show. I mean, I would have had Steven on the list. Yeah, because like okay,
Steven Universe
outside
on
of
there
personal
somewhere.
bias, if I wanted to be objective, I would have put Steven between 3 and 5. Between 3
That's a
and
good
5.
intro.
3 and 5.
Yeah.
3 and 5.
Now it's my number 1 favorite,
Wow.
but 3 and
Kyle, I
Okay.
would put
I
Steven
think
at
you
5, 100%.
Yeah, I was thinking like 5 through 8.
Yeah.
If you're gonna
Yeah.
put it on the list.
Yeah, if
5
I can
through
put
8.
it on the
You
list,
have it a little
definitely.
higher because you
Yeah.
love it. We had this discussion already.
It's hard because like
I
If-
love the show.
I love the show and I do love the
So
intro.
great.
If we took out it'd be a hard battle between that one and I think in my mind Tetris.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
I think they're both iconic, but Steven gives you just a little more. Because Tetris came out when you couldn't get that, like
Yeah.
like Steven
Yeah.
gives you a little more and gets like that's let's compare it to we were talking about Adventure Time. I love the intro to Steven the Universe, and that gets me into the show.
Yeah.
I can't remember Adventure Time because I love the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how.
And this is just personal, and Kyle, I don't know if you agree because I know this you love it so much. I like the first version better than the bigger version, like this.
Mhm.
Like season 1, maybe I think halfway through season 2, maybe is when they switched, or maybe it was season 3. But I
Yeah.
like the
I do too.
the
Yeah.
original one.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a
yeah,
lot more.
The remixed one.
yeah.
That's
Me too.
generally the way I feel about most of the theme songs is that it's great the first go round, and then I'm
Yeah.
like, why did y'all change that?
Yeah.
I'm the same
Yeah,
way.
yeah. I do remember that change in Steven Universe, and I think it was because like that's when he came into his own. So instead of showing him as like being the person that's the kid being taught, it was more of like he's coming into his own. So they wanted to switch everything up and stuff like that. I like them both, but I do like the original one
Well,
a lot better.
so we were talking about, and I don't want to go. I'm the DC guy. I love Batman. I'm a Batman guy. But if we're talking about theme songs, do you remember when they came out with Superman, and so they did the Superman Batman double header on? I think it was like Kids WB, and they had their own intro to that. Do you remember that? It was
No.
it was both. If you guys have a time, look it up, and you have scenes from Batman, the new Adventures of Batman, because that's when the Superman started, when the New Adventures of Superman started.
Mhm.
And you have the scenes from Superman starting. So you have the New Adventures of Batman and Superman starting. And since they did a double header, it was Batman and then Superman. And they didn't they went to commercial, but they didn't do an intro. It would just start at Superman. That intro is great. And if you have the original DVDs, which I have from the original, New Adventures of Batman, in the old DVDs, you can pick what you want to hear. You can hear the New Adventures theme, or you can hear the original.
Oh, that's
Batman
pretty cool.
theme.
That's a pretty cool way to do it.
Yeah, so I have that here, and I've done that, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's really nice. That's
so
awesome.
Cool. That's so cool." So, Julius, did you have some fun on the show today? Did you enjoy
I did.
yourself?
This is a lot of fun. I'm a huge theme song guy, so even from television shows to this, it was the perfect thing for me to come hang out on. I have a suggestion.
Oh,
for your next one to toss on the list that might be a little bit more obscure. Do any of you know the Silverhawks?
Yes. The space
the
dudes, yeah. They're
the outer space version of the Thundercats, basically.
Mm-hmm.
The theme song to Silverhawks is fire.
Yep.
Fire. So toss it on the list. I want to see where it ends up with you guys next time.
There are some that I did have, and I was like, I'm going to save this for next time. And then there are some that I just probably forgot about or something like that. And then there's some that are on there that I know won't make the list, but it's fun to have them on there because then you get what happened at the end.
If we're doing this, I think the next time we do this list of songs, we need to have Julius back. We can't do this alone. We need to have Julius back.
I'm fine with that.
Back.
Open invitation.
Julius, please come back for our next
show,
round of this because it will be
so
awesome. You need to come back because you know the songs, you know them very well. Come on, you need to come back.
Yeah,
with that fire little input, let's do that. Come on, you gotta come.
So, Julius, where can people find you?
I just want to see where it would make if it would make the cut after you guys listen to it. It's up there. What'd you say, Chris?
I'm sure it will. I mean, I'm gonna get roasted about the songs I picked after this anyway. They're gonna be like, "What? Yeah. Why would you put that on there?" But again, it's because it's for the fun. Where can people find you if they're looking for you on social media or something like that?
Yeah, I'm at Julius Thomas III on Instagram. That's the one that I'm the most active on. I do tweet every now and again, but most of that stuff is just me being an angry political grandpa. So come hang out with me on Instagram at Julius Thomas and the number 3.
Awesome. And you can find us at Schnabel Studios anywhere you get your social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. You can also find all of our podcasts, Sketching Up, Mad Props, Southern Hospitality at Schnabel Studios. Just look that up wherever you get your podcast or look for the name of the show and you'll find either of those. Julius, thank you so much for joining us.
Wait, hold on. I just looked up Julius on Instagram. Dude, you are cut as fuck, dude. Come on. Jesus fuck, dude. You are cut. Damn. Got a boy. Got a boy.
That's amazing.
Love it, dude. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. It was so much fun having you.
Thank you so much for joining. And thank you, everybody, for listening. It's been another episode of Sketching Up. Kyle, this felt like the old days. This felt like the old days. All right. Thank you all for joining. We'll see you next week.
Peace.
Peace.